we are a couple weeks in to this distance learning journey, I thought I would share some really helpful hacks that have helped my family. For reference, my husband and I are both teachers and we're working from home, and we have two daughters that are in elementary school, and we're facilitating their distance learning. So the first hack I wanted to show you was setting up some bins. We have two bins here, one for each of our daughters, and it has all of their supplies that their teachers gave them and supplies that my husband and I have added. One thing we added last week that was really helpful is a finished work folder, because they're getting these assignments like draw a picture or do something, and then when they're done, they're asking where to put it. So when they finish the assignment, they come over here and they place it in the folder, and then it goes sort of in the back. It's just a way for us to keep this area sort of organized. They also keep their Just Right books in this bin, so when they have independent reading, they can come over here and put them in. And I have a really good hack for independent reading that I'm going to share with you in a second. And then their supplies. At first I thought it'd be more helpful to have their supplies like with them on their little table, but it's actually nice for them to kind of get a movement break and like walk on over here to get their supplies. So I highly recommend just little baskets, something you have in your house to keep all their materials contained. So you may have seen our video we made on our fabulous distance learning schedule. And it's been working great for us. However, it really works great in the afternoon. Our girls are usually done with their distance learning by lunchtime, definitely for our kindergartner. Sometimes our second grader has some work here. But in the morning, they're sort of really engaged in what they have from their teachers. So what we've been doing is these printouts. In the morning, I've been printing them out a checklist. I put it on the clipboard, and they're responsible for checking off what they've done each day. This clipboard is really helpful because they can move it around, they can take it outside if they need to do something outside, and I really find that's an easier way than using the schedule. As I said in the other video, the schedules need to be fluid, they need to be flexible, so you have to find what works for you. So I don't know about you, but our kids would be in the kitchen all day if we let them. So this hack has been one of our favorites. We have been making a daily fruit tray. As you can see, our fruit tray has been enjoyed a lot this morning, but what we do is after breakfast, we close the kitchen and we put out this tray with 3 different types of fruit. Usually I go with what fruit is going bad in the refrigerator and save sort of the more sturdy fruits, citrus and apples, for later in the week, closer to when we're gonna go grocery shopping. So the kids and ourselves can come in here and snack throughout the day, or not through the day, through the morning, and not interrupt my husband and I with endless requests for snacks, and we know they're healthy. Have you been on a million Zooms? I know that I probably spend close to 3 to 4 hours on Zoom every day. So a couple of hacks that I find really helpful are headphones, so your whole family doesn't have to hear your Zoom conversations. I also think it really helps kids concentrate when they're on their Zooms. The other thing I find helpful is having a solid background. When I'm on my Zooms like this, my family members aren't really walking behind me. Now, inevitably, kids will come into your Zoom to try to ask you questions.
Mama, can I please?
So we came up with a silent signal. So if I'm Zooming and the girls come up to me, I can go like this, I have the screenshot, and they know not to interrupt. This has become one of my favorite hacks for distance learning. Both of my girls have to do independent reading, and they really want to read to an adult. They don't want to sort of read to themselves. So instead of having them read to my husband and I, if we're busy in the morning, we've been setting up FaceTimes with my brothers, with my parents, with my aunts, or another trusted adult, and the girls can read to them for their independent reading. And it gets a great way for them to connect, a great way for them to socialize, and that way my husband and I can be in a Zoom or a meeting or something else, and they girls still feel supported. Kira, do you like reading on FaceTime? Yeah, excellent. You're saying hi to Uncle Eric? All right, bye.
My other hack is to get outside. Even for just a little bit of time each day, getting in some fresh air. I'm sitting on my back porch. Doesn't have to be a lot of space, but just getting outside makes a huge difference. And I'm by myself outside right now, hence the selfie. So being alone is also a really great hack for keeping your sanity during distance learning. Fresh air, by myself. Just wish it was a little bit warmer and a little bit sunny. Too much to ask for, Connecticut?
There you have it. The hacks that we have found make distance learning a little bit easier in our household. That being said, if someone is melting down every day or every hour, that's totally normal and to be expected. There are a lot of emotions going on right now. So we have a lot of feelings and there's gonna be breakdowns. If you are worried that you are doing it wrong, that means you're probably doing it right because you care. So I hope those hacks were helpful. If you have any wonderful ideas that have helped you and your house survive all of this, please let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from all of you and what makes your houses work.